it's 10 to 8 in the morning. I don't usually get up this early on a Saturday, but I kind of just needed to get this done, I think. It's string time. So I really don't know how long this is likely to take. I have to go out at 11:30, so do you think I'll get it done by then? Not sure. I've not really done much stringing harps before. I'm going to start with super gluing the knots on the nylon wound strings, because these ones are very fragile. If the knot comes loose, then the whole thing will unravel, so they recommend to put glue. So that's me glued the ends of those strings. Just leave those to dry. And now I'm going to start putting on the wire ones. Look at the funky green colour of that one. So I'm aiming for an octave lower than that. So that's the wire ones on. Reasonably pleased with the windings. I think some of them just look a bit like they're sticking out there, but I don't know if that matters. So I've done the 4 nylon wrapped ones. It wasn't too hard actually. I'm kind of getting the hang of this, so it'll be the same for all the rest now. The additional thing I have to do now with the rest, because I'm monofilament nylon, is tie the knots. And I've got these dowel things to put in with the knots. So all the ones so far have got the knot already and a little thing in the back. And now I've got to tie them myself. There it is. It's kind of big. Last one.
This is gonna be so exciting.
Getting quite quick at doing these knots now.
What? It's slipping out?
Yeah, it's just so fiddly. Oh, it's gone. Right. Get that back over that side. To cross over just there. Turn it out. There we go.
Oh, that's not perfect.
The ceremonial final cut. Woohoo!
So I guess it took about 3 hours. I mean, I've tuned it a couple of times as well, but it's done. Had a couple of fails with this C string for some reason. Just my knot wasn't tight enough underneath, so the knot just slipped out. But I think I've got it now. I had another string up here that kind of slipped out of the knot, so had to redo that. I'm doing different kind of knots now when I redo them, because obviously what I was doing wasn't very good. But there's all sorts of different harp knots. It's quite confusing, but I think what I'm doing is working better now. so I might end up having to replace quite a few of the top ones. It all just feels a bit chaotic right now, you know, with the things popping and the tuning pins are stiff, and then, you know, I'm tuning it and I'm feeling like something's going to break. That whole business yesterday with the brass driver breaking, I feel like I'm just kind of frazzled by it all right now. It's been, I expected to feel really delighted when it was done, but at the moment it's been so stressful, and I'm still so anxious about it. And I can't really enjoy it yet because it's not holding pitch. Obviously that's going to take some time for it all to, strings to stretch out and everything to settle down. So I'm hoping in a few days I'll feel much more positive about it. I've had to redo 3 of my strings now. That's these 3 here, which are fairly near the top. That's these ones. I'm wondering if I should just redo all the ones that look dodgy in the back, like that. Enjoying very different sound from the other harp I have. It's actually at the perfect playing height for me. Sitting on in like a normal chair, so that's pretty cool. I don't need any stools or anything. Yeah. Amazing to see how the soundboard has started to pull up, or the strings are pulling it up. I think it's called bellying up. It's quite normal, but it's very strange to see. I don't know if it's showing on the video.
It's flat that way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not flat that way.
So I've reached a point where it will actually stay in tune, at least for a little while, so that's progress. Rings on for ages. Wow, it's really cool getting to know it. The strings are thicker and higher tension than my other harp, and they're nylon instead of gut, so they feel quite different. It's a very different feeling to play, and the sound is really different as well. It's like, I guess I think of the Seraphim as being, it's a very close, intimate kind of sound, very woody. It's almost like the wood is whispering in your ear when you play it. It sounds weird, but and it just sings beautifully, but in a close way. Whereas this one, it's got this kind of expansiveness and this haunted almost sound. It's almost like playing in Elsa's Ice Palace. You know, there's a coldness, I think, to the sound, and it just the sort of almost echoey, you know, resonance of it. It's quite different, but yeah, really nice. Enjoying this a lot. Ah. done, and I've got this strange feeling of unworthiness now that I'm like, is this mine? Do I actually get to keep this harp? It's like, it's too exciting and too good. But yeah, very, very cool. I've obviously still got to put the sharpen levers on. I don't even have those yet, so that's gonna take a while. I'm gonna probably do like a top tips video with just a few things for anyone thinking of making one of these that I've learned, but overall definitely would recommend it. It's been a brilliant experience, not all plain sailing obviously, but it's tremendous to have the experience of making something like that.